Hey everyone, it's Lisa from JRPGLife, and today we're going to talk about Persona 5 Royale. So what is Persona 5 Royale? It's about a group of high school students who are out to reform Tokyo society. Troubled by the deception and hypocrisy all around them, these phantom thieves will steal into the hearts of people and confront problems from the inside out. So there are two different Persona 5 games out there currently. There is Persona 5 the original edition, which came out in 2016, and Persona Royale, which is the version I'll be speaking directly about today, which came out in 2019. You begin the game as the hero, which has been expelled from his high school after being wrongly accused for a crime he didn't commit. He was charged with an assault for helping out a woman that was in distress and required some assistance. Instead, he's been charged with assault, expelled from his high school, and his family has sent him off to the other side of the country for a year of probation. He's been taken in by a man called Sojiro at his Cafe LeBlanc, where he will attend the local high school, and if he's good and doesn't cause any trouble for them, he will go back to his hometown with his parents and continue on his life. But for now, he's in a prison in his mind and in reality. I started this game in February, before we started making videos for this YouTube channel. And it took 225 hours for me to complete this game. And I did platinum this game. This is the first game that I've ever platinumed in my life. So I'm really excited that I'm able to share this experience with you today. I did not anticipate that I would platinum this game, as I've never platinumed a game before. But as I was playing this game, I had so much fun doing side quest materials and maxing out my social stats to enjoy every aspect of the game that was presented to me. Now 225 hours is roughly 10 hours per week over the course of 6 months, which for most of us working adults, that's quite a bit of time.
So I have some burning questions for you. First of all, who was your favorite character?
The answer to that is obvious. Morgana, of course. He is a talking cat who follows me around to school, home, cafes, Akihabara, and accompanies me throughout my journey.
Well, that makes sense. I know you love your cats. So another burning question I have, I heard that you can pick a girlfriend in the game, so who did you pick?
Choosing a girlfriend was definitely a difficult decision to me, but I basically narrowed it down to 3 choices. There was a Futaba, which is your host's daughter, and we have Haru, which recently got out of a serious relationship, and then there was Makoto, which is whom I chose to be my girlfriend. She is the student council president, and she is tough and excellent in battle. Makoto is a strong, confident woman, and she don't need no man.
Student council president, huh? Classic choice. So another question I have is, you just played a super long game, over 200 hours, and you platinumed it. So if somebody were to ask you, hey, I'm about to play this game, should I platinum it, or should I just beat it? What would you tell them?
I would encourage you to go for the platinum. I feel like the way that they set up the trophies, that it was a natural flow and progression to achieve the platinum trophy. The only difficult trophy to achieve, in my opinion, was the Reaper. But if you're over level 60, by the time you get the ability to face the Reaper, you're not going to have any problems beating him, even though he's the most difficult boss in the game.
The Reaper, huh? I remember that. It was like the ultimate weapon of Persona, so that's pretty cool. And you were way over leveled for it, so I'm sure that was pretty easy.
Guilty as charged. I think I was probably about 10 levels too high for that boss battle, so it was pretty easy for me at that point.
Well, that makes sense. So next, I'm really curious, what do you think the pros and cons of the game are? So specifically, let's start with the pros. What do you think's really, really good about this game? They just did right.
The battle system is excellent in this game, especially the baton pass, which was added to the Royale version of the game. You can basically hit an enemy's weakness and then do a baton pass to any of your characters you're choosing, and they will receive an increase of attack and HP recovery and SP recovery as well. The story and character development. It's important to me when I'm playing an RPG that a game has an intriguing storyline and that they have characters that I actually grow to care about. And to do that, you need to spend a lot of time with each of those characters, which will also help you in your battle. The best example of this is maxing out your social link with Ryuji, who is an ex-track star from your high school. Once you gain this ability, if you see an enemy on the map, you can run through them and you will gain your experience and gold automatically.
So that sounds like it's stolen straight from the Earthbound book, where you run into an enemy that's way too low level and it just green clears it for you and gives you all the experience and gold. I love that feature.
Not necessarily stolen, but perhaps inspired by Earthbound.
So you talk a lot about social stats. Tell me a little bit more about them. What are they, and why do you need to max them out so much?
There are 5 social stats in Persona 5. Knowledge, Guts, Proficiency, Kindness, and Charm. Now, the reason why these are important is certain characters aren't even going to talk to you if you're a level 1 knowledge. Like the high school president, she's not going to talk to you if you're knowledge 1. And the soft gun shop owner, he's not going to even talk to you if you don't have at least a level 2 guts. I love the music from this game, but really all the Persona games have excellent music soundtracks. They're fun J-pop inspired soundtracks. Sometimes they're a little jazzy, usually pretty chill during your normal day-to-day school, work, life events during the daytime.
Those are great positive reasons to play the game. So let's be honest, what are the cons of the game? What do you think they could have done better?
That's tough to say. I definitely have a lot of positivity for this game. One things that kind of bothered me through my gameplay is there's a lot of dialogue, and I mean like a good 20 minutes to 30 minutes straight of just solid dialogue. My second complaint is, although I love the music, during the daytime events when you're at home, you're running errands, you're visiting your friends, you're building your social links, it's the same 2 songs for all 3 semesters, and it gets real boring. I think if they would have changed up the main music during the daytime, have it changed during each semester, could have really helped the speed of the game as well. Or perhaps implement a feature for like a CD player, or pick your own music to listen to during daytime events.
So here's a burning question. Now that you've beat it completely in Platinum Persona 5 Royale, would you recommend seasoned RPG players play this in addition to beginners, or one or the other? What are your thoughts?
I would recommend Persona 5 Royale to all RPG players. For your seasoned veterans, I would recommend it because you still have that turn-based combat that you know and love. For beginners, There's all the creature features you could imagine for an RPG. It's very beginner friendly. There are tutorials constantly throughout the entire game, and you can reference them at any time later. Now, who I would not recommend this game to, if you don't like a lot of story and dialogue, turn back now. This is probably not the game for you. Although, there is a fast forward feature in the game that you can easily skip through all the dialogue and go straight to the battle sequence of the game.
So now that this game's behind you, platinumed and complete, what's next? You gonna go through another 200 plus hour RPG?
Man, that's a tough question. I do make a New Year's resolutions list at the beginning of every year of what video games I would like to complete for the year, and I'm looking at a list that I've taken from that group and tried to find ones that are under or around 40 hours. I'm gonna need a break from the 200-hour RPGs for a while, and eventually I'll come back and play Persona Strikers, but right now I need a break from the Persona realm. So you let me know, which of these 5 games should I play next? Now, I kind of cheated a little bit here and added Legend of Mana to the list because we recently got a Switch port of it, and I have been wanting to go back and play through it again because I only completed maybe, I don't know, a quarter of it when it originally came out. But here I have Legend of Mana, Star Ocean First Departure, Grandia. Now, I would like to play Grandia 2 since I've never played it before. My World, My Way. I've started playing that one as well, but should I complete this one? Should I play one of the other ones? Or should I go straight back to Solo to Robo and finish that one up? What do you think? What should I play next?
Well, I gotta say, I'm glad that you're finally done playing this game. No offense, but it's been 6 months, and I've beat, I don't know, maybe a dozen games in the same time, but none of them were RPGs, so I'm really excited to see you go on to the next one and experience more new RPG fun. And for everybody watching, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing in this journey with Elisa. If you have any more questions about Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royale, make sure you comment below, and JRPGLife will be happy to answer them for you. Other than that, stay tuned for more, and let us know if you want to see more game final thought videos from us. And until then, just remember that the couple that plays together stays together. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Bye!